and welcome to the Tarkus Zone. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be playing Diablo 4, and I'm going to really just talk about my experience with the game and how I enjoyed the game up till now. I mean, I haven't really found anything that jumped out at me as a huge bug issue. I know there has been some that were reported, and they're going to resolve those issues timely. They did resolve the queue times. We're just going to get into the game as my barbarian. The beta weekend, the second beta open weekend is closing down. We're at the back end of it. I hit 25th level, which was the max level that you could get into the game during the beta. And I did try two other classes. I tried the Necromancer and I tried the Druid. But I really want to talk to you about what I enjoyed about the game. Let's just talk about the inventory. The inventory worked slick, moving items from one place to the other. The grind or the farming you needed to do to get certain items or get better items, that seemed well balanced. I didn't have any issues. I didn't feel that I hit a cliff where I got to a certain point where I didn't feel like I could continue doing content. It seemed like I always could do content. I didn't feel strifed by anything. There was areas that I couldn't get to because of the beta only access. But I felt that the game, for the drop rates in the gear, seemed to be well done, well balanced. They added back into the slotting of sockets, gems in the sockets. So they brought the gem system in. They got a unique upgrade for the weapons. That I only did a little bit of that, pulling the in these legendary items. You can pull that last ability out and put it into an item, which then you can socket into another weapon. So if you like this, damaging enemies with a leap, Whirlwind has a 59% chance to summon an ancient to perform the same skill. If you like that ability and you get a better weapon, you can just pull that ability out of this weapon and socket it into a new weapon if that's what you want to do, plus in addition to the gem sockets. So there's really a lot of customization. Gear-wise, huge customization. Also, when it came down to the skill tree, that's all customization too. I mean, they give you ample amount of choices of which way you want to go with the barbarian, at least, especially with the Necromancer and Druid. They had a really unique, robust leveling. You level and then you spend your points into this what I call a talent tree, and then I moved my way down to until I used up all my points. And in the end, I really love playing this barbarian. I did play the Necromancer, like I said, and the Druid. But when it came to the barbarian, it was better to my play style. I felt that I enjoyed myself more because of the play style that I like to play. Support class, tank kind of class. This barbarian checked off all the boxes of what I wanted to do with this game. The barbarian also has the expertise. Right now, my highest is the two-handed axe expertise. So as you use an item, a weapon, more and more, you get bonuses to it. Barbarian is the only one that has the expertise portion of their characters. So really, I mean, overall, very happy with the game in general. Very happy with my barbarian. I also want to talk about the map. They got the, moving from one point to another point, fast travel. They're also going to have mounts in the game in the future. What I also want to point out is when you search an area, see how this area is highlighted? When you search this area, you've got options to go into dungeons. You got options to do what they call mini events on the map. I believe there's one here that procs like every half hour. So you'll come up to mini events that you can do. And what's nice about it is if there's other people there, you get bonuses so basically you get experience bonuses the more people that show up. So it incentivizes you to group with people and do these events, even if you're just running around, cleaning up trash, what we call trash mobs on a map. If someone's near you, you're going to get bonuses for that. What's also nice is when you do a dungeon, you can reset the map. So let's say you do this dungeon, you leave the dungeon, you're outside. You can at any time go to reset dungeons. All the dungeons will get reset, but the campaign dungeons won't. So if you're on a campaign dungeon, you can't repeat that. But if I had just completed this dungeon, this Mallwood, I could just reset it and go in again if that's what I want to do, if I was looking for a unique gear item. Plus, when you do a dungeon, you get a, what is it? What's it going to be under? It would be under, let me run over to the weaponsmith. Is it the weaponsmith or, yeah, I think it's the weaponsmith. Just here, quick. Okay, so, oh no, it's not. It's the guy, the one I want is the guy that does the weapon upgrades. Well, when you go to the guy that does the weapon upgrades, and let me see if he is he over here? That's the stable master, that's the alchemist. Okay, let me see if I can find this guy. Oh, this is the occultist is what I want. So I can right click there and it will just draw me a line to run there. So what I'm trying to show you is that when you complete dungeons, they reward you with these add-ons that you can do to your weapon. So if I talk to this guy, it's called the Codex of Power. If I click on here, it shows me the ones I have unlocked. So right now I can pair this to a weapon. So it's basically saying that if I bring this item over the game, the server went down. All right, well, okay, well that's it. But I really wanted to talk a little bit more about the map in the mini events, the dungeons. They were very neat. They seemed very straightforward, very linear. I found the game overall very enjoyable, and the customization is spot on with the gemming of especially what I was just about to show you. As you complete dungeons, they reward you with an ability that you can then pair to a weapon. That's ingenious. The socketing, they brought that back. And then when you reach maximum level, 50th level, obviously the server went down. I don't know if it's the end of the beta, if it's just the server hiccuping, because that happened a couple times during the beta when I was playing it. The server went down and it kind of hiccuped. But, you know, it is what it is. I don't think we need to get back in the game for me to continue talking about the things that I enjoyed with the game. And I would say that the community, it seemed like people seem very friendly in chat. I know there's going to be guilds because there's these bigger bosses in the world, and I think the end game, couldn't get to the end game obviously because it capped you at 25th level, but I believe that's going to be superior too. I think it's going to be a very nice game, and for what I've already pre-bought it, so for what I spent for it already, I've gotten my money's worth just in the 2 weekend betas. I mean, I spent a lot of time with this game, and I enjoyed it, and I would say that if you're on the fence, definitely you should buy it. I mean, I know the price tag is a little steep, but I think you can get your money's worth. This is a game I'll probably play at least for a year, and there might be some downloadable content they'll come out with that might cost you money. But overall, the research that I've done on the internet is the transactions, the microtransactions that they will add to this game were going to be cosmetics only, which I've played many games like that to do cosmetic microtransactions, and they do very well. I mean, Fortnite being one of them. And then there's games that also do add-on, like Guild Wars did that. Big add-on, you got to pay for the add-on. That's probably what will happen with Diablo down the road a little bit. But I would say overall, the cutscenes were amazing. The mini conversations that you have with people, the quests just seem very nice. The art, the world artwork, that was done great. The storyline, the lore, the shrines, the carryover from one character to another. There's things in this game that you can do with one character and it carries over to all the characters you can play. I mean, I had an amazing time, guys. So I would really recommend this to you if you're out thinking that this might be a game for you and you're going to need to wait until it comes out obviously in a few months. I believe it's June 6th is when it comes out. I think that's when, if I try to change this to just Diablo 4, the beta is available. Yeah, it says June 6 of 2003 is when I can play the actual non-beta version of the game. All right, well, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video, and this has been the Tarkus Zone.